stood out to you about Josh Harris's philosophy? When you talk about his philosophy, were there specific takeaways from that?
I think first and foremost, I really appreciate talking about the culture building. It's something that I was brought here to do, and it aligns very well with the message that we've been trying to get across to our players. I love the fact that you talk about inclusive and equity, and being an equal opportunity. I think that's important too, that people understand that from where we are to where we're going, we still have a lot of work to do. We're going to take it one day at a time, but having somebody that's come in and saying we're making a commitment to being supportive, giving you the tools that you guys need going forward is a very positive sign for us.
What was your takeaway from day one? Anything surprise you?
No. I was really pleased with it. I think we picked up from where we left off in OTAs and minicamps with the
In terms
tempo.
of your implementation or practice, what did you think about how kind of things went today?
I like the tempo first and foremost. Again, I thought the guys picked up right where they left off from OTAs and minicamp. I thought the energy was what we needed. And it's one of those things that you're trying to see if their retention is where it needs to be as well. There's some really good things going on out there. So not a lot of mistakes. That's a good thing. But we'll see how they are in about 3 or 4 days when they get a little tired and fatigued, see how they handle it. But for today, very pleased with what we saw out there.
You mentioned yesterday that quarterback is obviously a question for you guys. So day one was Sam in particular, but also Jacoby. How do you think that?
Well, I'll be honest, I thought all 3 guys did some good things, made some good decisions out there. The one thing that's impressive is really has been how the defense really picked things up right back to where they were. I mean, defense had a good day today, put a lot of pressure on our receivers and the route running and put a lot of pressure on the quarterbacks, and I thought the quarterbacks handled that pretty well. Also just a lot of good things that we're going to build from. And again, as far as the quarterbacks are concerned, I'm happy with what we saw initially.
Ron, you would have been through an ownership change in your last job and dealt with that shift.
Right.
Do you feel learning from that? Like, is there any part of this that you're auditioning for the new owner? Like, how do you approach that?
Well, I think the big thing is you handle everything and show them that everything's basically normal. It's what you do and how you do it. And so for us, it's really about coming out, practicing with the right tempo, being organized, having guys in place. It is a bit of an audition, but at the same time, I can't worry so much about that as much as getting this football team ready to play.
Yeah, so that kind of brings me to my next question. In terms of the off season, how much energy was spent on who is my boss going to be, and how much was spent on my football team? Well,
I think a big part of it was always in the conversation. It was always something that would come up at some one point or another. And again, understandable. And for me, that's the distraction part. That's the part that you try to get past and stick to what's really important. And it is about getting this football team ready. For the most part, also having to worry about how the coaching staff sees things, how our operations people see things, how our support group see things. And that's some of the things that I have to deal with and answer, or I had to. And now that everything is kind of settled, the dust has settled, we know where everybody is, what's going to happen, and who the folks are. I like the situation. The circumstances I think are very good for us.
In the secondary position.
Just the way that guys are out there making plays. As you see today, our emphasis, creating turnovers, and a lot of guys got turnovers today.
You're having no owner here. What was that like having him out here watching, and how aware were you guys of that?
It just creates an extra motivation behind because you got somebody out here that's big, he's trying to change the culture, so it just motivates us to do better.
How different do you feel coming into camp this year than you did this time last year?
I'm coming in way more confidence this year, man. I'm trying to go out there, create a different culture in the back end, starting to be a leader, me and Cam, just creating a different chemistry.
And how do you think you and Cam can play off each other going into this year?
It's going to be, very explosive. Two guys right there that can make plays all over the field, man. It's going to be really just changing it up and creating different looks for, quarterbacks.
What did you do during the offseason just to kind of prep for camp? Did you do anything differently?
I wouldn't say I did anything differently. I was just really just trying to stay prepared and keep myself mentally focused.
Starting
of the second Eagles game last year, I think if you look at your snaps, you played 100% the rest of the way. Was there something about that game or that stretch of the season that really kind of clicked for you, that you thought the coaches maybe saw in you to be confident and play every snap?
Definitely, because during like the first 6 games, I was playing majority like sub third down, and then they put me out there every play, and I really got more comfortable once I got out there every play. You know, there wasn't a drive that I could be like, oh man, I missed out on the play because I was out there every play. You know, it gave me more opportunities to create, turnovers.
What do you think that much playing time did for your game?
It created a different level. You know, it created a different expectation for myself. You know, if I'm out there every play, I mean, there's guys out there that are looking up to me, man. So, you know, it was don't make mistakes and trying to make as many plays as I could.